Welcome back, Patriots. So this is my 5th time trying to do this video, but then all of a sudden my internet is cut off. So I'm using my, I don't know why I didn't think about this like 2 hours ago, to use, like, I kept trying to like unplugging my router and, you know, unplugging the thing on my phone, restarting my computer, but it just won't connect. It says no internet available, right? But I forgot that I have I could just use my mobile phone, right? I'm using it as my camera right now, but I can also use it as a mobile hotspot. And it just popped into my head. I'm like, oh yeah, I got mobile hotspot. So now my whole little plan is, I was going to go over 2 threads, but now I'm just going to go over one, because one of them kind of already explains it, what the other one was going to be. And I was just going to share a couple of the Gateway Pundit, our favorite. Well, it's my favorite. I mean, they've been banned from certain search engines because they're putting out the truth. But we gotta watch this one. This first one is super funny. Like, it's like, oh man. It's like, I was like, man, I feel bad for the guy. So who we got? Sleepy Joe, who likes kids jumping on his lap and rubbing his legs. And he remembers about roaches. I wish I had that clip so I could just like play it, and then you guys would be like, dang dude, what the heck is he talking about? I think I could find it. If I can't find it, I won't play it. But if I can find it really quick. It's just like, what is this guy talking about? Like, he goes off super off topic. Okay, hold on. Let's check it out. Wrong screen, buddy. Roach. How do you spell roach, bro? Is it with an A? I think it You guys want to watch the cartoon version or the real version?
I saw that made me aware when I was in law school. Proudly for Holloway. Proudly for your dad. First African American state senator in the state of Delaware. Everything about. And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap. And I tell you what, the men, they're now all men, the guys I work with down here, and they're all guys at the time, they're all good men. Most of them made an awful lot of themselves. And Earl Larkin had a rough time. And some of you knew Earl. I came back as a public defender.
There you go. There you go. There you have it. That's what it's. There you have it. All right. So we just saw that, right? Now check out this video, dude.
Have you taken a cognitive
No,
test?
I haven't taken a test. Why the hell would I take a test? Come on, man. That's like saying you, before you got in this program, if you take a test where you're taking cocaine or not, what do you think, huh? Are you a junkie?
What do you say to President Trump, who brags about his tests and makes your mental state an issue for voters?
Well, if he can't figure out the difference between an elephant and a lion, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Did you watch that? Look, come on, man. I know you're trying to goad me, but I mean, I'm so forward looking to have an opportunity to sit with the president or stand with the president in debates. There's going to be plenty of time. And by the way, as I joke with him, you know, I shouldn't say it. I'm going to say something I probably shouldn't say. Anyway, I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness.
Oh my gosh, dude, like it's like we're getting pay-per-view, you know, what is it? Pay-per-view things like for free. He's looking forward to debating Trump. He's gonna get destroyed. So my guess is they're gonna shoe in someone in at the last second. I'm gonna say that it's I'm going to endorse hold on, let me but Michael and I, we've been together for a long time, and I endorse Michael to run for president of the United States. That's who I think it's gonna be. That's just my own 2 cents. Don't take my word for it, folks. But I mean, it just seems like that's what's gonna happen. I need to get a better stat. Like, I have like a stack of books that have my camera. Like, I want it to be like this. Or if not, like, mount it. Oops. All right, technical difficulties, folks. I don't know. I'll get it. Who cares? I'll fix it in a second. I'll just do this without it. And then, so yeah, that one was, I really wanted to share that one. Senator Josh Hawley rips into Sally Yates over feisty abuses during hearing.
Steps, and you didn't have any qualms about them. Or do you recall what the FISA court said about these applications?
Yes, Senator. And when I was speaking with the Inspector General, I was referring to the applications based on the assumption that all of the information was accurate. What was learned later, and what the FISA court was responding to later, is that there were errors and omissions.
Well, the errors and omissions were there at the time that you signed off on them, were they not? And you just testified that you read them closely. So they were there when you signed off on them, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, let me remind you what the FISA court said. I'll just read this into the record. The FBI's handling of the Carter Page applications, which you approved and you now say you read, was antithetical to the heightened duty of candor owed to the court. The frequency with which representations made by FBI personnel turned out to be unsupported or contradicted by information in their possession, and with which they withheld information detrimental to their case, calls into question whether information contained in other FBI applications is reliable, end quote. Are you still of the view that these applications were not a close call at all, and you would do the same thing now? I mean, these were appropriate steps, I think, was your testimony to the IG. You stand by that?
Yes, Senator. I think if you properly put my testimony in context when I spoke with the Inspector General, I was referring to the decision that I made at the time based on the factual information that was presented to me and known to us.
So you were a passive party in this. I mean, you did testify now in contrast to what you testified to the IG earlier, but you're telling us now today you did read the applications, but you were also duped by the FBI, and so it's for that reason you signed off on misleading applications that a FISA court said were so bad and so misleading they call into question all of the submissions by the FBI. So you're a passive party. Is that your testimony today?
No, sir. Senator, I was not passive at all.
Then what did you do to actually exert some sort of control and exercise responsibility? And let me just ask you this, what responsibility do you bear for the deliberate and systematic misleading of a secret federal court?
As the Deputy Attorney General and the #2 person of the Justice Department, I was responsible for the actions of every single employee at DOJ, all 113,000 of them. That includes everybody at FBI and DEA and ATF and all the U.S. Attorney's offices and all the lawyers at the Department of Justice. I was responsible in that sense for the actions of all of them.
So do you regret the fact that you signed applications that contained false and misleading material that a court says now calls into question their ability to rely on anything that the FBI says?
Oh, I certainly regret that the Department of Justice submitted with the FBI FISA applications that were inaccurate. I think that is antithetical to our responsibility to the FISA court. I think it is also inconsistent with what my experience with the FBI had been in terms of their preparation of affidavits and the accuracy.
Let me ask you just about one other thing, Mr. Chairman. I see my time has expired. So let me just, one final question. I noticed that you said, Ms. Yates, to the IG that you didn't know who Christopher Steele was working for. In fact, you opined to the IG that you thought maybe he was working for the Republican Party. Of course, we know from Steele himself, Steele told the IG that Steele told the FBI in July of 2016 that he'd been hired by the Democrats. We also know that your deputy, Bruce Orr, knew that Steele was working for the Democrats. And the same deputy, Bruce Orr, your deputy, while he was working for you, was actively facilitating contacts between the FBI and Steele, and also between the State Department and Steele. How did this happen on your watch? Is it normal for you to permit your deputies to facilitate contacts between political parties and the FBI and the State Department? Is that routine behavior?
Permitting Bruce Orr to do anything. As the Inspector General found, I was completely unaware of Bruce Orr's actions.
I'm sorry. Could you? I didn't hear that. Can you repeat that?
Or I wasn't allowing Bruce Orr to do anything, as the Inspector General found in the IG report to which you have referred, that I was completely unaware of Bruce Orr's actions, and Bruce Orr had no involvement from our side in any of the Russia investigation or the Carter Page files.
I'll just say in conclusion, Mr. Chairman, that I seem to detect a pattern here. Ms. Yates testifies she has no idea what her deputy is doing as he facilitates contact between a political party opposition research and the FBI. She has no idea that these applications that she signed materially misled a federal court. Just as Rosenstein said, he had no idea. Nobody appears to know anything in this government, and yet somehow a federal court was deliberately and systematically misled so severely that they now say they can't trust anything that the FBI did. If this doesn't call for a cleaning of house at DOJ and the FBI, I don't know what is, and I just know that Bruce Orr is still on the payroll at the Department of Justice. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Coons.
Yeah.
I'm
Mr.
sorry, we want a
Chairman.
5-minute break. I apologize, Ms. Yates.
Mr. Chairman.
We'll take a break from Ms. Yates.
I see no reason for those remarks. They're inflammatory. I think the witness ought to be able to respond if she chooses to.
She certainly may, and let me just get my 2 cents worth. I don't think they're inflammatory at all. I think it's the truth.
Shut
Bruce
your
Orr is
mouth, you
apparently
old
going rogue.
hag.
You got her deputy orchestrating interviews and meetings, and he tells the FBI in November, you need to watch Steele. What the hell's going on over there?
I don't
That's
think
why
you
we're
could-
doing this.
I don't. Since my remarks are the ones that are just challenged, Mr. Chairman, I'll just say with all due respect, we have a deliberate and systematic misleading of a federal court here. I don't think you can say anything more inflammatory than what the federal court itself said when they issued an incredible statement. I've never seen a federal court, let alone the FISA court, issue, saying that they now had no confidence in any of the submissions of the FBI based on the level of lying.
Well,
that
everybody's
came
to
them.
blame and nobody's to blame
Exactly.
is the problem we have. We'll take a 5-minute break and we'll let her respond.
Boom. Oops. Stupid. But yeah, man, there you go. There you have it right there. Come on. It was it's already been known that the dossier was paid for by the Democrats, the Obama administration, to openly spy on a a candidate elect, and then they did it after he was elected, right? That's freaking treason. Why does Trump keep tweeting out the word treason, treason, treason? Does it every so often. Because it's the biggest political scandal in U.S. history. Think about it, folks. For those of y'all that have been in the dark, the Democrats hired this ex-MI6 agent to write up a fake dossier about, oh, hey, yeah, Trump had a little mishap in Russia with, you know, some prostitutes and they all peed on some bed. But then that was all proven false. Then what did they try to do? Impeachment. On what? No evidence. That fell apart. Do you guys not see the pattern here? They keep attacking this guy for doing nothing wrong. And then when they don't get their way, what do? They create events, right? Just like the whole CV pandemic. Why is it now And then now they're saying that there's going to be some other kind of disease that affects kids. So then parents are going to be even more scared. You see the tactics that the mainstream media, that is the deep state. That's their last line of defense, is the mainstream media. That's how we've been controlled this whole time, is because of the entertainment business, the music business, the, mainstream media news. I used to be the same way. I used to watch CNN and be like, yeah, man, Trump is a racist. That was in the first year. It took 1 year for me to realize, whoa, dude, like, because then I started seeing it in, like, TV shows and shows that I liked. Right? It was like, bash Trump just 24/7. When in, like, years prior, you got all these rappers, all these celebrities are like, I want to be like Trump. I want to be a billionaire just like him. And then all of a sudden, oh, hey, I'm going to run for president. Oh, orange man bad. Orange man bad. Think about it, folks. When Trump is out there tweeting, the fake news is the enemy of the people, he is speaking the truth. I'm glad I don't watch TV anymore. I don't watch sports. I don't watch movies. I don't watch TV shows. No, all I do is just wake up, go to work, come home, try to research, create these videos, try to see what's going on around the world. Like, I hate TV now. Like, can't stand it. It's like, I have a couple TV shows that I still kind of watch, but even when I watch, I cringe because of the propaganda. I can see the propaganda right in it. Like, I can't stand it anymore. And, do what y'all want, I'm not telling you to stop watching your favorite movies and TV shows and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of symbolism in those shows. And if you know it, well, then it's up to you if you want to know it. You don't... I'm not telling you to stop doing anything. But it's to me, it's apparent that it's literally put out there in front of our faces. If you choose to go down that rabbit hole, you're not going to like what you find, I guarantee you. For those people that choose not to look into these things, the human trafficking, you can start with Epstein, that's kind of like it'll ease you into, and then you'll find out more, and then it's up to you if you want to continue. But I think the whole Epstein thing, Ghislaine Maxwell, is a good place to start if you want to look into it. But I'm not telling you you have to do it. I'm not telling you that you have to believe it. This is just information I'm just putting out here, folks. You don't have to believe in the QAnon movement. Never said that. Use your own discernment on everything. Everything. I was just checking my time because my camera's blocking my... I guess I could just... Well, yeah, I can't check my phone. So... Alright, so yeah, there you go. That was pretty cool. August is going to be a hot month. Don't quote me on it, but that's just my opinion. My opinion. But I think August, a bunch of big information is going to drop. And there's a couple huge drops. I think it was like August. I think he dropped something August 9th in all right. So yeah, I mean, that's big news, right? Like, he just let her have it. You know what? I think this video might be an hour long. It shouldn't. I should really be asleep right now, but it's the only time I get to make these videos. Let's see what other interesting. If anything, I'll just move to the threads, or just one thread, because the other one kind of ties into the one I was going to show. I mean, I could show it because I would have been done with this if my internet wouldn't have, and I have to use my mobile. Twitter official who announced Trump campaign account suspension is former Kamala Harris press secretary. Well, there you go. There's his name. I don't have to go through it. And this was happening on Facebook. Twitter suspends Trump campaign account for saying children almost immune from COVID-19. But they're right. More kids die from drowning car accidents. Yeah, and a lot of my information is on my Facebook, and you can just type in untitled, and then, you know, space, and then Noe, N-O-E, and I'm wearing like a Superman t-shirt. But I should be the, oh shoot, stupid. I should be the only one that is called Untitled Noe. I mean, I had my real last name. I mean, I don't even care, dude. Like, what does it even matter, right? Ooh, getting doxxed. Who cares? Come at me, bro. I own firearms. Not that I'm gonna do anything weird with them. I'm just saying. Second Amendment, right here. I have the right. I have the right. The constitutional right to defend myself. Alright? So I don't care about people trying to dox me, and like, go ahead, dude. Who? I'm just your average Joe, dude. Has an average job. I'm not a college graduate. I'm a high school dropout. Just a blue collar working American person that wants to be left alone. Leave me alone. I'm not doing nothing to you. Why are you gonna do something to me? Why? Why? Right? That's how it should be. Like, You know, I'll be friends with my neighbors. I want to be friends with everyone in my community, you know, and we can be like, hey, if something goes down, let's all have each other's back. Oh, you got a shotgun? Oh, you got an AR? Oh, yeah, I got a couple handguns. Oh, you got a samurai sword? Oh, wow. That's hardcore. I had a samurai sword, but I gave it to my cousin. Because he likes, like, knives and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Don't take that the wrong way, folks, okay? It's just, you know, I used to watch the show Highlander, if any of you are familiar with it. Like, they're immortals and they fight each other with swords. It's a cool show. Early 90s. The movie, I think, was like in the early 80s. But the TV show's way cooler, dude. If you ask me. Twitter bans President Trump's campaign from tweeting until they remove posts containing coronavirus misinformation on kids and COVID-19. You see how these big tech companies, shoot, you know what? I might have to just remove a layer here. Oh man. Every time I touch the screen, it like goes all weird. Sorry, folks. Like I said, I need to buy like a stand that just stands like right in front of my face. So it's like, I don't know, dude. I'll work with what I got, right? Let's see what else we got here. I guess jail. New report Turkey COVID treatment with HEQ versus USA without HEQ, and the results are crystal clear. See what I mean? Trump, genius, mentioned HEQ back in March. Go back. And he mentioned it. He's like, oh, well, I hear, you know, hydroxychloroquine, you know, taken with zinc and, I forget the other one. It's a weird tongue twister type of name. And now it's like being proven that it actually works. Other countries have been taking it like 2 months ago. They were taking it. They're like, yeah, we were using this. It works. But why here in the US, you got this evil piece of shit who works for the globalist cabal taking his marching orders, who controls the CDC and says, oh, hey, no, businesses gotta be shut down, schools gotta be shut down, no, it's a pandemic. Right? It's like, how can the normal average person not see the lies that are being presented to us on a daily basis, dude? Like, hasn't it been enough to where it's like, hey, you know what? This doesn't make sense. It's already been proven that these masks do not work. A virus is microscopic. It can go through that microfabric. It's a proven fact. Look it up. I'm not just saying this, dude. It's a fact. You can research it. I mean, I don't suggest Google, but do DuckDuckGo or Bing, anything other than Google, and search it. On the box, it even says these masks do not. It doesn't say COVID-19, but it says it does not protect against coronavirus, which is the common flu. This is just a new strain of the flu, which they just happen to, the mainstream media just happen to say, oh, this is a deadly disease. No, it's just a common flu. And it can be treated without a vaccine. The drug is called hydroxychloroquine, taken with zinc and zemtamina something. Something like that. And Trump said this in March. A full month before they were like, oh, we're shutting it down. You have to wear a mask wherever you go. Isn't that? Come on. Anyone with half a brain, Trump was already telling us, dude, like, dude, this is what these Democrats and their deep state cabal puppets want to do to us. Look at it. This is, and that's exactly what happened. He's letting us see how these people are operating. They don't have our best interests. They have their own interests. And what are those? Aligning their pockets with money. They can do whatever they want pretty much, right? But is there a bigger agenda? You know? And that's something that every American has to take into context and, kind of process it, contemplate it, kind of like just think about it, The more you know, folks, right? The more you know. Alright, so we got 2 explosions, right? So here we got in the Matrix, who does great research. If you're not following him on Twitter, hit that follow button. Okay, I want to know. Is it view image or open in the new tab? I think it's view image. It would probably be smarter if I would have just saved it and then showed it on photo, but whatever. So, here we go, right? I think this was the Beirut one, right? Boom. 11:28 a.m. When it's 5:30 p.m. in Wuhan, guess what time it is in Kuwait? Hint, 11 5:30. So 2 minutes apart. Two major explosions, minutes apart. So then we got this one here in China. 6 people were killed and 4 others injured in an explosion Tuesday at a chemical factory near the Chinese city of Wuhan, according to a report. The blast occurred about 5:30 p.m. local time at the factory of the Lanhua Silicon Co. in Extantao. I don't know. I can't. I'm butchering all of those. Probably province. City of some 15 million residents, about 70 miles southwest of Wuhan, the Daily Mail. So he, okay, I guess he shared, well, I guess he made the graphic, but there you go, right? And then there's been a bunch of fires. Shoot, I posted the. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to go to my Facebook. It's all good. No worries, I don't care. You guys can see my information. Yeah, my name's Noe. Noe, N-O-E. Well, it's Noe in Espanol, but. And that translates, Noé translates in Spanish. To English, it translates to Noah. Me and my brother are both named after biblical names. Yeah, I don't know. I was raised Catholic, folks. Not that it matters, right? Oh shoot, oops. But yeah, you're right. We got Beirut. Then I guess this happened in North Korea within the last 48 hours. Wuhan, China. I guess that's the one we're looking at now. And then yeah, and then there was another in the United Arab. I don't know how to say that. Emirates. And then you got Naif, Iraq, and then St. Paul, Minnesota. Okay, this one I did. What? Like. So why do we have all of these? We gotta. Sally Yates is either lying or grossly incompetent. It is not possible she could have known so little about dirty cop James Comey and others from her high position in the Department of Justice. The political crime of the century, and she had no idea what they were doing. Something big is about to drop, folks. Alright, and last but not least, we got the corruption detector, Red Pill 78. With the recently revealed email communications between Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein, the name Shelley was revealed. Right? They said he had like a secret girlfriend. He breaks it down. Good threat. Maxwell requested Epstein's claim Shelley was his girlfriend in order to give her plausible deniability to contact with the JE. Jeez, who could that be? I don't know. Oh, that's how I forgot. View image and then zoom in. Okay. Okay, wrong. I urge you acting like it. Go outside, head up. Da, 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 da. Go to parties, deal with it. Okay, yeah, but like, oh, okay. That's when they were talking about that Virginia Roberts girl. I think it was. I may be incorrect on that, but I think it was that one girl. Can't think of it off the top of my head. Okay, I would appreciate if Shelley would come out and say she was your girlfriend. Okay. As this was a time she was supposedly not in contact with him. Who is Shelley, you might ask? Well, it turns out she is Shelley Ann Lewis, a children's book author nicknamed Chocolate Sauce. There we go. That's what she looks like. Shelley is also apparently referred to in the recently unveiled documents as Sal, right? What is it? Shelley Ann Lewis, right? Sal. Her initials. I should just drink it. Sorry. Was a frequent traveler on the Lolita Express and would have been 22 when she appeared in Epstein's circle in 1999 while working in the art department of Christine's Action Home. She had previously praised an unnamed mentor, presumably Epstein. Right? Again, look. This information might not be concrete. I'm just sharing it, you know. Do use your own discernment. You know, if you think you can find more research, do the research. Alright? But I'm just presenting you information. That is all. Alright? I'm not saying this is concrete facts. So don't come at me saying, hey, you're wrong. Okay? Or anything like that. Just use your own discernment, folks. Alright? That's the way it should be. I'm just here spreading information. It's just a good thread. Because, you know, if anything more, you know, it's just pretty. It pretty much gives you like a premise to find the real information. Like, oh, okay, you know what? This person was actually with this person, not that person. Vice versa, whatever. You know what I mean? She currently runs a child's publishing house named after her strange nickname, Chocolate Sauce. That's like the weirdest nickname ever, dude. As well as a spiritual center of sorts in New York, her best-selling children's book, A Key to the Heart, was praised by Laura Bush and J.K. Rowling. And book production is called By Chocolate Sauce. I don't know. I didn't come up with it. Lewis hails from a billionaire family herself and is a native of the UK. Just prior to the release of the new Maxwell docs, she deleted all her social media. Lewis may have information that could help investigators and lawyers for the victims are eager to speak with her. So, wow. Why would she delete all her social media as soon as Ghislaine docs come out? Oh, because she might be implemented in them? I think so. And yeah, I'm not going to go through that. And that's where it ends. Actually, yeah, let's take a look at it. Let's see. Oops. So Epstein's alleged secret girlfriend revealed as children's book author, entrepreneur. I think it's probably just everything he just went through. Yeah, okay. The self-titled spiritual opportunity was tied to Epstein in part by flight logs from the period. Just thinking about what yeah. I'll pause it there for a sec. I'm not gonna read it, dude. I don't even want to. It's like you can pretty much already kind of, you can pretty much already like just think about how it's all connected and who this young lady is and how probably she was manipulated and probably, groomed, not knowing what she was getting into, but maybe already into that type of stuff because she is British and the deep state runs big over there. I might have to do a deep dive on that. Because the deep state isn't just here in the USA, folks. These deep state cabal, evil, Luciferian worshipping people, they're worldwide. They're entrenched in every government in the entire world. That's why you see all these protests around the world. They're like, people are starting to wake up. They know what these people are doing now. They're like, no more. We outnumber them. Like thousands to one. And this is their biggest fear. All this stuff coming out. That's why there's panic in DC. I'm sure other countries out there, their governments are like, dang, dude, we've kind of been outed now, dude. Like, everyone is talking about us. Wait, how did that happen? How did that happen? Oh, it's because of Trump and the Q team. Right, so I'll end it with that. Okay, this wasn't too bad. 30 minutes. Cool. I thought I was going on for like an hour. But hold on, let me see if there's more. Anything else I wanted to go through? I'm trying to brainstorm here. But no, that thread was pretty quick. Yeah, I think I got it. Oh. Well, thank you for watching, Patriots. Where we go one, we go all, worldwide. And God bless each and every one of you.